So today, we're going to look at something really different. We're not talking about an AI that just analyzes data or predicts trends. No, this is about an AI that was designed with one single, incredibly audacious goal: to actually build a brand new financial market right from scratch. Let's dive into the blueprint. And really, this question gets to the very heart of it. Most AI in finance is all about finding a tiny edge in a game that already exists. This one? It's designed to invent a whole new game with a new board, new pieces, and entirely new ways to win.
And this is it. It's called Berhane, which means my light in Amharic. Now, the source material calls it an architect investor, and that little phrase tells you everything you need to know about its mindset. It's not built to just write reports about what's broken, it's built to design profitable, investable solutions from the ground up.
So, what specific problem was Berhane designed to tackle? Well, it focused on this classic systemic breakdown happening in the Ethiopian economy, something the source documents call a dual-sided failure.
This dual-sided failure is basically a vicious cycle. See, on one side, you have these fantastic, high-potential small and medium businesses, the real engine of any economy, and they are just starved for cash to grow. But on the other side, you have these huge institutional investors sitting on piles of money with nowhere to put it. It's a total paradox. Okay, so with that problem clearly defined, Berhane's job was to architect the way out. And we're not just talking about a single product here, but a complete blueprint to fix a broken market. And the solution it came up with is just incredibly elegant. It's called the Innovation Bridge. Here's how it works. A special fund gives loans to promising small businesses, but there's a catch. The money is only for buying specific technology that makes them more productive. Then it bundles all those individual loans together, creating a brand new high-quality investment product that those big institutions can finally buy. Boom. It solves both problems at the exact same time. Now, a great idea isn't enough. You need a defensible advantage. So how does this blueprint stop some huge competitor from just swooping in and copying the whole thing? Well, it does it by architecting something called a data moat. This right here, this is the secret sauce. It's a self-reinforcing cycle, a flywheel. Step 1. The loans are for smart, connected technology, which creates a totally unique, real-time stream of data on how well that business is actually doing. Step 2. That exclusive data becomes the fuel for a powerful AI model that gets scary good at predicting risk. Step 3. Because the AI is so good, the bundled-up loans become a demonstrably safer and more transparent investment. And that leads to the final, crucial step. The virtuous cycle kicks in. More investors bring in more money, which funds more businesses, which generates even more data, which makes the AI exponentially smarter with every single loan.
And this quote from the source material just nails it. This information advantage gets bigger and bigger with every cycle, creating a barrier, a moat, that you can't cross just by having a big brand or deep pockets. You can't buy this data. You have to earn it, one loan at a time.
Okay, so any good blueprint has to be stress-tested, right? Berhane ran a simulation against a very real threat. What happens if a huge bank launches a simpler, good enough version, using its big brand name to just capture the market before you can? And the defense strategy is brilliant. You don't try to compete on simplicity. You compete on intelligence. You market something called a transparency premium. The whole strategy is to go to those sophisticated investors with the hard data and prove that the AI-powered model creates a quantifiably safer asset with lower risk. In short, you prove that their good enough is actually far, far riskier. So that's the theory. A fantastic blueprint with a really solid defense. But the million-dollar question is always, did it actually work in the real world? Let's take a look at the 18-month pilot program that was designed to validate every single assumption. And the results, well, they really speak for themselves. This scorecard tells the whole story. The target for investment was $25 million. They hit $28.5 million. They needed regulatory approval. They got it. But the most critical test, the one that everything hinged on, was the data moat. Could the AI model actually predict risk with over 95% accuracy? The final result was an absolutely astonishing 98.2% accuracy. Now, that's not just a number on a page. That is empirical, hard proof that the data asymmetry flywheel isn't just a theory. It works. The secret sauce is real, and it is incredibly powerful. So, based on that overwhelming success, the final verdict was clear. The concept officially moved from a strategic blueprint to a proven, de-risked, and commercially viable business. In the language of the system itself, the final rating was highly investable.
And that really brings us to the final, much bigger question. This entire process, from identifying a huge economic problem to building a proven, investable business to solve it, took just 18 months. When an AI can move that fast, we're no longer just talking about finance. We have to ask what this means for the fundamental speed at which we can solve our most complex economic problems.